Okay, Rich, this is your second lesson.
I've been making better swings than that. I can feel it. I can feel it.
Yeah. Okay, so let's drill down. That's why, get the huddle technique app, get a selfie stick, put it in your bag, film it. And the app is free, so you can't beat that. So, oops, it's recorded. So, okay, like we said before I started recording, we want to make a straighter line through here, and as your point is, makes sense, so it's easier to get your shoulder tilt perpendicular to this red spine angle. So, that's good. The neck straight. I'd work on getting the nose up a little higher. Like, see how his nose is pointed way above the ball. Yours is pointed some here, just a little higher. And it just may be your shoulder bumps into your chin like most people, and that may have something to do with your head moving. Okay, so the takeaway. So at this point, we now know that that's drugged a little inside because the perfect position is this guy's where if the toe of the club is up, you can't see it because it overlaps his hands.
And I do have a question on that sequence.
Okay. And the shaft is parallel to his feet. Okay. So quickly, what's the
my question is this.
Okay, I'm recording it. So.
Oh, you are. So, ask my question?
Yeah.
Okay. On the takeaway, I understand this.
Yeah.
But what I don't quite get is where the plane actually starts to come into effect, because if you take it
immediately.
But if you take it back and continue that motion with your shoulders, it actually rolls.
Yeah, that's all it's playing. Look at the mirror.
But there's an action here where you have to get the club out and away as opposed to drug inside.
No. If you just take it right along that line, that's all it's playing. Yeah. It's all on plane. From here, and then on, it's all on plane. Okay. So the second position. So now you're off plane there. Now you're on plane, and the trouble with being off is now we've gone the other way. Now it's too steep, right?
Yeah.
Now, old school Faldo would start out. The backswing would be steep, and then all of the Ledbetter pupils would shallow it out. But that's not the modern swing. And the reason is that's a lot of movement there. Now it's taken up the plane and down the plane. I mean, Pernice and Jim Hardy started it, but you don't need to reroute. Now the disadvantage of rerouting it like Faldo and all, if you get under pressure, shorter and quicker, you don't have time to reroute. So you go steep and you come down steep, you're hosed.
And I've done that forever.
Yeah. But anyway, so
routing was natural.
Well, it's natural, but for a two-planer, but it complicates it if you ever get tight under pressure and make it short and quick, you don't have a chance to reroute it. You come down steep. But having said that, you can live with this. That's not terrible. What you can't live with, so this is better than it was. If you take it to horizontal, it'll be across the line. It'll be here. So you're stopping it short of horizontal. So you're stopping it short of horizontal when you're here. If you continue the backswing, you're across the line, which means you have all the effects of coming down too steep, and you got to lay it down. So we'll get back to that. So this looks like a pretty good spot. this is a better spot.
Yes.
Right. So see how his arm is parallel to the swing plane?
Yes.
See how the shaft is still on plane? The face angle is on plane. So this takes all the extra movements, unneeded movements out of it. Whereas here, if you just do nothing heroic, you're going to come down steep. But you have this nice, you got this thing shallowed out. You're now on plane, right?
Close.
Well, when you come down, you're actually not on plane, but the butt of the club is at the ball. That's the new on plane. But remember, on the downswing, the problem with this move is you got to go from this green line with the shaft to the red line in the middle of transition.
Yeah.
Tough to time, and that correction, how much is too much, laying it down too much where you end up blocking it, how much is not enough where you come in steep and hit it left, so you can't take out one side of the fairway. You can go both ways by laying this down too much or not enough. Okay, so you make a great move here, and this is where your swing really takes over. This is why you can play so well, hit it so well, is you're on plane and you have nice rhythm and turn through and retain the spine angle. The bad thing is the head on the backswing is still there, and you got this dip, and that's fine. That's fine. It's not really a dip. You kind of turn and gather right in here. That's fine.
That's just something I do.
Yeah, but that's fine. What the problem is as you come down, the head goes down. That's just like the guy's gathering, like to get the ground effects, but it pulls back. And it pulls back about the same amount as the hip thing.
Okay, I see what's going on there.
Yeah. So you're coming in here, you're fighting being steep, and then you go belly to the ball and hit. So if you go belly to the ball and keep your head here, you're going to fall over. So and on the contrary, if you pull your head back, you're going to go back here unless you counterbalance with this. So those things are kind of related. Head going back and the belly going to the ball are interrelated, and the good guys don't have either one of them. And so that action, head going back and butt from the wall, you've lost that spine angle.
Yeah.
See, here's the spine angle. That red line is the spine angle, and now it's off by 15 degrees. Now see, there's no but even the back wall. His ear is in the same vertical position and probably drops. But see how he keeps that butt against the back wall? Bam.
Beautiful.
Yeah. And what we want to shoot for is to double cheek at impact. And we use an impact bag to put you there. This is actually better than it was the other day. We couldn't see anything of the left hip pocket. Now you can see a glimpse of it. We need the lower body to be there at impact. See, you and I will never have that flexibility, but we can have that, right? So double cheek. Okay, so let's see, and then the follow through, and the leg action is good. The knees are going. This knee's kind of going out. They really want that right knee to go towards the target, not out this way. It's more of this thing. So the right knee goes to the target, but so does the belt. So the belt goes here. It doesn't go. So your belt's kind of going like this, so that knee is stuck going like that. But this actually goes this way. See, if
I think
the belt buckle goes like that, the knee has to collapse that way.
Conceptually, I think I've had that wrong.
Yeah, well,
I've been trying to do this.
Yeah, and I'll show you. Yeah, that's actually a good point, and that's what this is showing us, and that's why your hips are getting away from the wall.
Yeah.
So let's see from the other dimension. There should be no surprises. It's just from this dimension, it's more about timing and sequencing, and you're pretty good with that. You can't tell the on-plane issues.
Right.
So the head moves back significantly, kind of old school, Curtis Strange and all. And there's nothing really wrong with that if you move it back. But the old school is to see how the head is actually moved like 4 inches. Old school. I mean, Curtis Strange had it even more severe. He kind of went this way. Yeah. Now the problem is, if you don't move it back, you're going to ground out under your chin, which is behind the ball, and you hit it fast. And then, if you do adjust, if you adjust too much, then you're going to top it. And if you don't adjust enough, so how much do you adjust it coming through on your hip? In the middle of the swing, it's almost impossible. So the idea is to keep it the same spot. Like this, you don't have to worry about the adjustment. So
that makes perfect sense.
So that causes some problems, and what I showed you the other day is this is causing some problems too. It gets back to McLean's X factor. People want to restrict their lower body. That's been proven wrong. We want that. We've got a picture of this guy where. Here's this top position. That's caved in. It's not like BJ, but it's caved in. And that'll get that shoulder around. Now, if you get more of a rotary backswing with the lower body, that'll help the head movement, kind of turning in the barrel as opposed to here, and then we're rotating here. So, let me finish up this video. So, this is your strength. Look at this. That caves in nicely. It's a little late. I like to see it earlier, like Scott. See, when he starts down, he starts caving that thing in quickly. And at this point, where the hands are parallel to the ground, it's kicked way in.
I can do that.
Yeah. So, I mean, you got all the... Then this is nice. And, you clear this thing out, you get to your toe, all this is good. You release the right side. Look, you got the nice weight shift over. So you're cooking. So the head is, the nose is here.
Just a lot of extraneous movement.
Exactly. Yeah. And collectively, you got a little movement here, a little movement there. That's why you're inconsistent. So impact, let's see. Impact. Okay, so that's where your nose was on the backswing, and that's where it is now. So it's moved an inch or two, but it's not back to where it was at address. Get a chance of hitting it fat. This action through here is nice. Yeah. So.